Hi, my name is Lilia Let It Go Sinclair and I'm the creator of the Immersion Retreats, and this is what I want to talk to you about today. I have another 4 retreats this year. The first one is in Malta and the second till the 9th of October in Bordia Hilltop Village, absolutely spectacular place at the top of the hill in Malta, overlooking St Paul's Bay and over Golden Bay. Trees behind me, I'm talking to you from there right now. Very basic accommodation, but we're not here for the 5-star luxury, we're here for the incredible surroundings so we can connect back with nature. So that's Malta, the 2nd to the 9th of October. And then I'm in Ireland from the 5th to the 12th in Carlingford, so I'm really excited about that. I'm also going to be in Portavadie in Scotland, the weekend of the 25th, 26th November. I don't know if you've been there yet. It is the most spectacular location with 5-star facilities, and it's a 5-star mini break from Friday till the Monday. So again, I'll leave the link down below and you can check it out if you would love to come in Scotland. Then we're also doing another one here in conjunction, Immersion Retreats in conjunction with Naked Retreats, my friends Simon and Dara. We are going to combine our skills and our passion and our forces to bring you a 4-day retreat at the end of October here, just before I leave to go back to Scotland and then on to Canada. So that's 4 retreats. We've got Malta twice, beginning and end of October. We've got Ireland the beginning of November, and we've got Scotland at the end of November. Now, what is so special about the immersion? The immersion retreat was something that I designed in my head for me. Because, you know, as someone who had 3 children very young, 3 businesses all at the same time, with 3 of my children as managers, and just at the start of the deepest recession in our history, I've experienced lots of different life things, and my health was really starting to suffer. You can hear the fireworks in the background, daylight fireworks, they're into that in Malta. But anyway, I digress. So the reason for the retreats was to help people experience the incredible peace that I've experienced from, well, primarily the Sedona method and EFT, but another range of techniques and methods that I use and I've learned along the way as I continue in my quest, asking more questions. How can I make it more simple? How can it, you know, what is the answer? You know, that I just feel that healing, the way we're doing it now, is barbaric and outdated. That's just my belief, because of all the stuff that I've learned. And there's new, well, that's not even new, it's just that we're being reminded of these incredible energy healing modalities that we can all use, not just if you're sick, although that's clearly where my passion lies, but also if you'd like some more money to take the stress off your month, if you would like more love, either in the relationship you're in, or if you'd like to attract in a new relationship, or if it's a job, because, you know, we spend a lot of our waking time at work. So if you're not happy there, and if you're not working with people that are supporting you and that you really resonate with, you know, then you need to change it. I mean, this is the thing. It's and that's the key thing to this, is change. Now, I primarily work with young women who have been told they've either got cancer, or there's nothing they can do, or the disease that they have is allegedly terminal or incurable. Now, I really abhor these words because they're not true. Often they're absolutely not true. The model that currently we use is based on pharmaceutical drugs, so if there's not a drug to fix it, then they say it's incurable, but clearly there's a myriad of other things that we can do to help change the genetic expression in the body, the chemistry, the physiology, and this is what this new stuff is all about. Now, I teach people to let go of the fear. I can never guarantee that anyone's going to live to be 100 or whatever. No one can. We don't know when our time here is up. I could be out here tonight. You just do not know. But what we do know is we do not need to live in fear. Fear of dying, fear of the treatments, the really poisonous, brutal treatments that we use, and, you know, and when we're taking a lot of pharmaceutical drugs for whatever the condition is, from anything from arthritis to autoimmune things, it dulls your vitality for life. You know, I mean, life is such an incredible gift, and I know I didn't feel like that for a long, long time. I just got through my days because that's just, I didn't know there was another way, and I didn't understand the huge power of this brain, this antenna that is putting out signals and information, and this heart which is giving out this electromagnetic field and helping us to change what we see and what we experience in life. Now, I'm pretty sure you'll have heard about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is clearly a super fun thing to play with and investigate, etc. But for me, as I say, my real passion is healing. People that have been, whose hope has been completely doused and who have been filled with fear. These are the people that I really love working with, and particularly when you have young children. It's like, you know, as if it's not stressful enough nowadays, juggling a relationship and, you know, young children and possibly a job, because two people have to work to keep, you know, a house, a roof over your head. So that's stressful enough, and then you get told you're sick, and then you get told maybe you're going to die. I mean, it's just bonkers. And particularly when all this cutting edge information, Joe Dispenza, my new guru, is out there, a neuroscientist, chiropractor, who's been measuring how we can light the brain up and how we can change our lives, whatever that change may mean to you. And this is what we do in the immersion. I mean, I'm all into the fun stuff as well, but ultimately, if your body starts to break down and if you really, really listen in, you may be suffering fatigue, maybe a few aches and pains, maybe fogginess, etc. Most of us right now are not in full optimum vitality and health. So it doesn't really matter where you are. You can take these techniques and really turn everything in the direction that you want to go. Joe Dispenza is measuring and duplicating the results with with his meditation techniques. Clearly, I still use my letting go techniques underneath this for day-to-day stuff that comes in. But the power of repetition and practice and a clear focus and intention, and with the elevated emotion, it's just incredible. And every single one of us can do this, and it's free once you know how. But the thing is, the big challenge is doing it. Now, if I was teaching you to play the piano, then I would know if I taught you a piece this week and say, go and practice that and come back next week. And I would know by how you played whether you've been practicing or not. And I know this with my clients too, because if you don't practice, you don't get the result. It is that simple. This, as Joe Dispenza says, his techniques, it appears like a miracle, but it's not a miracle, it's a process. It's a process that we can all utilise. When we change what we're thinking about, what we're feeling, what we're seeing, we literally change the chemistry and the physiology in the body. And if we keep on doing that, instead of being negative and judgmental and disapproving, we can change and rewire and reprogram ourselves for joy and peace and excitement and inspiration, because it's just a process. But here's the other thing, nobody can do it for you. You have to do it. You have to take the practice. Whether you want to change your health picture, whether you want to change your weight, whether you want to change the way you are perceived by others, whether you want to draw in an incredible, loving, compassionate, fun partner, whether you want to have a job that inspires you and helps the planet and helps every other living being on it. It doesn't matter what your goal is. What do you want? And this is one of the things that we discover most people don't really know. What they do know is they don't want what they have right now. You might just be suffering mildly, it's not that bad. But it can always, always, always be expanded and be brighter and lighter and far more fun. Because here's what I see, we start taking it far too seriously. We get bogged down in all the crap and all the fear and all these horrible accidents and incidents that are happening all over the world right now. We are in a massively exciting time for change, and it's up to us how we see this and perceive it and move through it with our loved ones. Now, we understand that we have this powerful energetic aura and that comes out that can be measured for up to 9 meters. That is how powerful we are. We are infecting and affecting people around us, and so that we have to be mindful of that. What are we doing to other people? What are we doing in our family? And I know when I was growing up, I think of my 3 kids now and I think, how did they turn out so incredible? Because I was spent a lot of my time being very impatient and crabbit and tired and, you know, just really not that nice a person. You know, there's no other way to put it, because I look back and I just, you know, I would do it differently now. I get the chance to do that with my grandchildren, you know, to really listen. I don't get it right all the time, but I'm aware now and I'm learning and I'm practicing this on a daily basis, because this, to me, is the most important thing you can ever do. So if you would love to come and learn more about these amazing techniques, I teach 10 different ways for letting go. I'm studying with Joe Dispenza right now, doing his meditations and really combining his stuff in to make this even better immersion. When you come on the retreat, you will leave feeling more peaceful and joyful, I can guarantee that. To what degree or level will depend a lot on you and your willingness and your ability. But what I wanted to do with immersion was to create lasting change, so that really when people go home, they have all the tools that you need, because life does throw up some heavy duty stuff and it can be challenging, you know. So the tools are there for you to use, but again, are you using them? Are you practicing? I'm talking to all you guys who have been in the immersion. On a daily basis, how much do you want to be free? How much do you want love and joy to be your new way of being? Maybe you're already there, maybe you're still just need a few more adjustments. Maybe you're down here thinking, what's she talking about? My life's crap, nothing can change it. It doesn't matter where you are in the happiness scale. You can always expand and create or attract, design more. So if you would love to come in the immersion and spend some time here with like-minded souls, we have such a laugh. And I've got a private group where we continue to inspire and motivate each other, because again, Joe Dispenza bangs on about this all the time. Can you be bothered every day? No. Do you doubt that it's working? Yes. But do you keep on doing it anyway? For anybody that's ever learned any sport, like you take skiing or snowboarding or maybe learning an instrument, you'll be really buzzed at first and you'll see a lot of progress, and then you reach a plateau where you think, and possibly when you reach that plateau you stop. So the thing is here to really understand what's happening on a physiological, biological level in the body, how you're changing the brain. And this has all been measured now. There's data for this, all the science, all the evidence that people love. You know, this is not some Eastern philosophy anymore. The West have now caught up and fully understanding that we, every single one of us, can do this. Again, to quote Joe Dispenza, common people doing an uncommon thing. Please contact me if you would love to feel better. Ciao.